Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. N7 Delta Force, thank you for the banana. Master Blaster, Nick, Mskawu, Nobby Nuts, Alien Explorer, Phil, Desmond Taylor, Ron Bashar, Matt Gekor, Brantos, thank you everyone for the bananas in chat, Mr. Matt. Oh man, that is some crazy banana spam going on there. Thank you everyone for letting me know that we're live, do appreciate it. Gets harder and harder to read every time. There are 600 of you here in the morning. Hope you enjoyed the pre-stream song. It was Tame Impala with Let It Happen. Really good song, really good album, which I did a little bit of a blog on yesterday. And Mskawu has pointed out, yes, I have morning voice. I've only been awake for a short amount of time. Woke up, went for a walk, had some breakfast. I've got a cup of tea, but it's not freshly... Oh, hi, apparently... Oh, I don't have an arrow, do I? Okay, we'll have to end a pearl over and... Oh, that was terrible. And I've got no sound. Okay. We're learning. Let's put the sound on. Let's try that again. Are we like ender pearling next to this guy? We are. Off the cliff. Off the cliff. Don't I have knockback on my sword? I do. I don't know. What? Where'd that guy come from? Blooming hell. Let's put some of these blocks back. And let's head home. Yeah, so last live stream. Oh, someone says, do you read Tom Scott's music blog? I had no idea he had a music blog. I want to check that out. Here's our old idea board as well. Yeah, it'll take time for all those things to get done. Could you turn down the music X, says James? I'm going to leave it because it's the same... we're getting noises in me here. It's the same, and again, bam. It's the same as it always is. Let's see. Aphelion has resubscribed for 14 months in a row. Thank you so much, my friend. Over a year. Epic support. Do appreciate it. Gekor Games has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. And we got a new subscriber as well. It is Harathunks. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I never do. Harathunks, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoy today's stream with me, with my morning voice. And we also got a donation from Brantaforce saying, End rods. I don't think I need to remind you again that you can't make end rods without blaze rods. Didn't we say that last stream? I think we did. Either way, thank you for the donation, buddy. I like what Biff has done here with this little path leading into his crafting bench. Ooh, well, this might be exclusive previews, actually, so we won't do that. But he's sort of taken the theme that I've done and continued it, which looks really nice. I like that. I like that. We need to do something with the areas around the edge now, I think. Maybe maybe put down some rocks and stuff. And Lambing Cookie says fishing rods. Okay, so we've got blaze rods, end rods, and fishing rods. How many rods are there in this game, eh? Haven't we got enough already? Supreme Ender says, what are we going to do in... Oh! Bling Blang for the week from the Rendog. It's been like a month, not a week. Look at that, 22 diamonds. That's part of that Logfella's money right there. That Bling Blang, as he says. Justin Fanboy says, do you do any song requests? We do not. There is no song request system set up. I just put on Crinkles and we listen. Bam, there we go. I mean, that took me a while to find my diamond chest. I should know where that is by now. One of these is alright. It'll be the last one I look in. And somewhere around here we've got gravel. Bam. I like to store everything away. It's just... I need a proper storage system, don't I? I'm going to build one with redstone at some point. That's for sure. Oh, we also got Iskal's head twice. Which is awesome. And we've got more junk chests appearing over here. So, peeps, if you are... tuning in, didn't see what we had last time. Do you know what? I'm going to take my shirt off. It is hot in here. I'm feeling very warm. Yeah, I've also got a cup of tea today, but I've already drunk half of it. So it'll be done with before long. Brantaforce says, X, it's the third time you tell me that you need blaze rods to make end rods, but you can actually get them in the end, right? Oh, he's got a point. He's got a point. You don't need blaze rods to make end rods. Wow, good point. Lambing Cookie says, how did X contact a music creator, Orang? Well, Orang contacted me. If you want to contact Orang, he's not difficult to get in touch with. You know, it can be done if you look in the right places. It's the same for most people, really. Okay, so... Sparskrisin says, topless Asuma. I'm not topless, I've got a vest on. I just had a shirt on over the top. Okay, let's have a look. So this is as far as we got last time, and I think we need to make it a little bit longer, and then we can work on where the elevator is, because we're going to be doing some redstone. Orangelo says orang? Me? No, erang. Did I say orang? I might have actually said orang. You suck, guy. You suck. Get out of it. Okay, so what we need to do is continue Rendog's building, like what he's built, up through our base. And I think we'll start off with the slabs. So, oh, he's actually got full blocks there. Okay. I'd be inclined to put slabs... No, wait. Oh, it's just so you can see the edge. Got it. Okay, so yeah, it would be slabs. So, dark oak and spruce we're going to need. Then we need regular oak and spruce, I think. Is that dark oak or spruce? Let's find out. Let's destroy his build. It's spruce. So we need dark oak, lots of spruce, and lots of oak. Okay, so 3 types of wood. Once we bring a stash of those down here, we won't really need to walk back and forth too much, because we'll start copying what he's done and send it on that way, basically. And A Room says, "Hey X, what are we doing today? We are working on the tunnel. We are going to work on some redstone as well." What's this? Jolie creates says, "Vest under shirt. Assumer equals my grandpa confirmed." Yeah. Yeah, a lot of old people wear vests under shirts. I'm aware that's a thing. To me, it don't bother me. It's just clothes, you know. It's comfortable. That's why I wear it. Me Joal says, "Hi X, what are you going to do for your 500k special?" Very unlikely there'll be a specific 500k special, but there will be interesting stuff happening around the time of 500,000. There'll also be the 500th episode of Hermitcraft. Made a lot of progress on that yesterday, and all I can say is you guys are in for a treat. It is going to be a very, very humorous episode, as well as being a pretty spectacular one too. I am very much happy with how that one is coming along. Okay, so that should be, I think that's even more dark oak than we really need. We probably need 1 stack of dark oak. So that should be good to get us going. Let's grab a crafting bench. We'll nab this one. Is there a spare chest? There's usually like chests within my chests, and I must remember to use them. Oh yeah, we should pick out some already crafted stuff as well. Yeah, this is a thing that I like to do. Man, disorganized chests are the worst. I like to pick out what we're going to build with out of these chests, so we don't craft more than we really need. There we go. Someone says we can't hear you. I doubt that. I think that's your problem, because it's only one person in chat saying it. Rogers says it's 3 AM here in Mexico, but I wouldn't miss an Asuma stream. Well, thank you for tuning in, buddy. You can always watch it on YouTube. Don't have to stay up late. And we're going to put our chests just back a little bit from the path. Let's go. Oh, there's a convenient little area here. I didn't know about this. Or did I? Yeah, okay, let's just fill that in with something. And we need a torch here. I don't have torches. That's amazing. Not really. Okay, we'll put the crafting bench in the grounds. And then the chest just at the side here, which we've got to make, so... let's get 8 in total. There we go. So that's going to be 4 chests. Cool. That is exactly what I wanted. And that means I've also got to get rid of those. Cool. Some of you are pointing out that it looks ugly with cobble. I know. I know. Yeah, it looks pretty rough, doesn't it, actually? Okay, so we needed lots of dark oak slabs. Let's start off with 15. So that's a bit wonky. There we go, lots of them. And then we need spruce stairs. These are the bits we're going to focus on first of all. I don't know if 64 go... No, it doesn't, does it? Oh. Yeah, so what you should do is make multiples of 6 or 3 to craft those. Don't do it like I just did. Okay, there we go. So that's... Oh, there's a stack there. That should be enough to get us going. Let's go start placing some of these blocks. We have a new subscriber. It is Ollie95XZ. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Do hope you're enjoying today's stream, where we're going to be doing some redstone. We will do that. I know lots of you like your redstone. Roy Gazon Boy, I can't say your name, so sorry, says, why do you not have a texture pack? I like the vanilla game. We discussed this last live stream. I can't watch videos with texture packs. It doesn't work for me. And it sounds silly. I was very aware that it sounds silly, but I just can't watch like stuff with texture pack or even play with a texture pack. There are actually exceptions now that I think about it. Like Terra Swoop Force, that was a texture pack. I was fine with playing that. MC Fex there with a tea reminder. Thank you so much. Let me have a little sip of that. Getting cold now. Spar Grissin says, Ollie95, Undercover Mumbo. Now let me just think. Mumbo was probably born in around 95 or 96. So, put 2 and 2 together. It's a fair assumption. But it's probably not. Respawn79 has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for resubscribing, my friend. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Are you copying Ren's design, says Prop Thunder. No, Ren copied me. I'm joking. Yes, we are copying his design. Now, because we're both log fellas, and the tunnels basically go one to the other, it kind of feels like the right thing to do. I mean, I had a vote about this, and everyone said copy. And the reason why, I think, is because Ren's come up with this amazing, lovely design, and whatever I'm going to do, going in the other direction, is always going to look a little bit odd when these two different designs meet. If I just take his and bring it all the way through my tunnel that leads up to my base, then they're going to look very uniform and together, right? And it makes sense because it's all to get to the log fellas bit, and it's full of logs, so it just makes so much more sense to keep it all the same, really. And we got another resubscribe, 3 months in a row, Master Blaster 428. Thank you again for the support. Really do appreciate it. Prop Thunder says, fair X, good job, thanks. I think it's fair, yeah. It's not like Rendog built a tunnel somewhere else on the server and I was like, oh, that's amazing, let's copy it. It's like, it would just feel really odd to try and do a different design leading to his one anyway. It just makes so much more sense. I think most of you understand that. Also, we don't really need too much of these chests so far, do we? Right, so we also need some spruce slabs, which means... wait, what am I doing? Let's get 9 of those. So divide by 3. And bam. Okay, and then we also need stairs again. So a number divisible by 6. So 18 will be divisible by 6, and then we can craft up all of that. Should have 2 left over. Oh, I love this song. Did I just do that right? I think I did that right. I hope I did that right. I really dislike crafting large amounts of the wrong thing. Donald Trump meme says... X, ever think of Scrap Mechanic livestream or vid? Yeah, I think about it. Like, there's stuff I'd like to do, but it's just been so long. I feel well out of the groove. I think I'm just waiting for survival mode with that game now. I kind of wish I'd stuck at it, actually. But once you fall out of the groove, you commit your time to other things, and then you're sort of out of touch with it. It's a great game. It really is. It's really awesome. I just feel like, because it was released so early into its development, that there's lots of walls. There's lots of walls of what you could do. For example, building was very slow and tedious without the welding tool, which they've now added, I think. So those walls really, to me, kind of made it difficult to play. You know, I think balancing time, the time you spend playing a game, is an interesting decision, because when you first played Minecraft, you really had to work to get things done. You had no enchantments. You know, the game was kind of tough by default. And if you wanted to mine out a big tunnel like this, oh my god, this would have taken you weeks to do. Thank goodness for instant mine and things like that. And I think I'm all about enabling now. I think I'm much more into this whole idea of give people the power to do stuff more than, like, you know, you got to work for it. So I think this sort of in a way affected the technical community a bit. Back in the day, like, the technical community used to be very strict. There was this atmosphere of, you know, pure survival, no cheats whatsoever. Like, for example, on this server, we can change the time of day if we're recording a video, and that's kind of a, you know, it makes sense to record when it's not raining and when it's daytime, etc. And there used to be like a bit of a backlash if you were to change the game time in your world on a video, you know, in the early days of like Minecraft videos. I'm talking like 5 years ago now. That's when I got into it, and watching people like Doc M, you know, switching into game mode 1 to fix a bug that happened in the game is just completely unheard of, you know, like, you wouldn't do it. People wouldn't allow it. And now it's very different, you know, things are much more about making progression. The game has sort of changed its direction in that way a little bit as well, which is great because it makes such a big difference to be able to do things. So with scrap mechanic, you know, having this game where if you make a mistake on your building, chances are you might have to start building it from scratch again. That's almost like a punishment, I think. And so I'm not saying the game developers are trying to punish you. It's just that it takes time to do these things, and I believe in like power play now. Like, I think it would be nice if inventory management in this game was much more like enabling. So rather than having this limited space to work with, you had more slots. It was easier to move items around, and crafting was a little bit quicker. All of that stuff now, like, and this is for someone who's played the game for years. It just makes it more easier for you to do the stuff you love, which is building and exploring. And you know, I might be talking to myself here. I definitely am, because I haven't been replying to chat. Tesseract says Minecraft politics. You could call it that. You really could. You could definitely call it Minecraft politics. But I'd call it game design. And I think that would be right. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. We must be efficient. And now by trying to be efficient, we're wasting our time. There you go. One for this one? I can't see the back wall. Actually, why can't I see the back wall? Maybe I knocked out an extra block more than I was supposed to. I'm just going to put the full block there. Bam. Or I could have placed it off the side. Actually, I'm going to do that. Place it off the side of that one. Bam, there we go. Very good. X, who are you buy iron from? Tango or Mumbo, says the only noob in town. I think I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to see what happens. I think it's going to be so funny to see like the two of them compete, because they're going to compete over like the resource that will always sell, which is sort of like what the log fellas have. I'll tell you what though, if anyone were to open up a log shop, that thing would get shut down so fast. I don't know if Tango will take an approach like that to protect his business, but it'd be wise to. Be very wise to. I'm getting a little bit confused here. That is actually at that height because we haven't put these slabs in here just yet. MC Facts with another tea reminder. Let's have another sip. Thank you again, my friend. Nobby Nuts says, Asuma, I'm glad you played Tame Impala. There'll be more of it. I've put another couple of songs off of that record on my playlist for things to play before the stream. There'll be more Messenger as well. Tame Impala, really, really love their album. I just can't put it down at the moment. Half Monty Nunn says, X, when is the next all-day Hermitcraft livestream? It is tomorrow. It is tomorrow, believe it or not. I will not be a part of it. I have been super busy lately. And it annoys me every time I say that, because I want you to know why, but I can't tell you why yet, and you'll find out before long. And it will make more sense. So I've been busy. I mean, one of the things I've been busy with, as well as being busy with other things, is making episode 500. It all happens at the same time. I've got to do a run in a couple of days, a 10k run, and oh, what else I've been doing other things. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff sort of outside of YouTube and all of that, just sort of lumped into this month. Download festivals coming up, and it just means I couldn't do the live stream tomorrow. There's no way. It'd have been ridiculous. I've got so much to do. It'd have been silly to try and do it. So I won't be at the live stream tomorrow, but there'll be other Hermit streaming. And it won't be all day. There'll be a lot less because I had to pull out and a few others couldn't make it as well. But there'll still be, I think, 4 or 5 Hermits. I could tell you more information if you want. Yeah, Zenio says, what in the world is this tunnel for? I'm guessing you will put a minecart track on the spruce in the middle. That's correct. It's going to have a minecart track on it. You are correct. Dark oak wood. Yeah, these are our slabs, aren't they? We probably need 12 will do. That's a multiple of 3. There we go. Lots of those. We need more spruce slabs and spruce stairs as well. Let's put up to 24. Bam, there we go. That'll make a nice amount of stairs. And my inventory is getting very full up. Let's make a few more slabs as well. Right, that's looking good. Also, I can put those on there. Excellent. Okay, let's continue building. disturbing to read a chat here. Are you going to sell gold, says Harman. That's something I wanted to do this episode, stream even, was hopefully pop up to the pigman farm and maybe do a little bit more building there, because one of my next episodes I want to be is getting that thing set up, and I want to go into it with like, you know, look, I've built the platforms, let's dive straight into building this thing and get it done, you know? I don't want to mess about. Don't want to mess about with it. And when it's up, what I'm not going to do is charge for gold. I'm going to charge for people to use it. So if you want to use it, it costs a diamond, and then you pay that diamond, you go and use it, and you have a wonderful time. And that's it. So people would have to be a little bit smart though. They should go use it when they've got a lot to do over there. You know, lots of enchanting and stuff. And then I think that diamond will be, you know, a very cheap and worthwhile price to pay. And I'll make a few extra diamonds from it. But it won't be like that forever. You know, this is one of the things I've noticed people saying, is that we're all sort of making tons of diamonds. And that's cool. I think it's fun. But there'll be a time, I think, later on in the game where people will get a bit perhaps bored of the economy, and then maybe that's when we start just making things free, you know? Wow, this place is really dark now. We need to get some more torches crafted up for this tunnel. And look, we're almost there. Wow, that didn't take long. See a reminder from MC Fex, I'll have another sip then. That is it, the last one, thank you. We are done, tea is finished, it was cold. Oh, my voice squeaked a little bit there we go. Iron Minus says, why don't you listen to 99 Lives? I don't know why I don't listen to 99 Lives. I could say, why don't you listen to this band and name a band you've never heard of? I have no idea why I don't. I don't even know who 99 Lives are. Okay, there we go. Also, who's to say that I don't listen to them? Douglas the Fugless, I love that name. Assumer, please make a chest sorter. A chest sorter? Do you mean like a sorting machine for items to go into the chest? I plan on doing it. It's all part of the later game. You see, I've got a lot of plans for this server, and at the moment it's kind of hard to focus on the big projects because of the amount of time that I have. So there's stuff like a sorting system is all in the works. It's just I really need to get to the next step on like another project. It's kind of hard to do when you got these big ambitious builds and not enough time. Okay, so we've really like cracked into this, haven't we? We've got loads of this done. Am I out of stairs? Wow, we go through those quickly. And I think we're sort of done with this now. So let's chuck all of our wood supplies into this chest. That's all of it, isn't it? And now we're going to head back up top and figure out where we need to dig down for this redstone bit that we're doing. X, how would you stay motivated to dig out a 365 perimeter? I'm currently on it, but it gets tedious very fast. Sags, I don't think I'd have the motivation to do that myself right now. If you mean a full perimeter top to bottom, I don't think I could do that. So, like, I've done perimeters before, and the motivation is chip away slowly. Guys, if you want to see a crazy perimeter, Season 2 Hermitcraft, the Wastelands, that's a perimeter. It's not actually a perimeter, but it's a custom biome as far as you can see from like the center of my base. And that was all about chipping away at it bit by bit. You couldn't just sit there and constantly do it. You did like an hour every day, and then it all sort of came together over time. Okay, so we're going to have... We discussed this the other day, and I couldn't quite figure it out. We're going to have... Oh my god, I should have taken some notes here. Is it 5? I'm pretty sure this is in line with the tunnel. But then I decided I didn't want to have the piston elevator come up here in the middle. Which, although it would look good, I like the glass thing there. You know, we got the ender chest. Do we want a piston thing there for symmetry? I don't want to do something like that. So, is there another one past that? There isn't. So I'd say that spot there is free. Also, if we look at the formation of the roof and the base, it seems like the next logical thing to do would be to put down some dark oak just here. Let's grab 13, might be enough. Oh, and wait, what? Oh, that confused me. Okay, yeah, there's just a block here. It's a little, yeah, it's a little lopsided. There's more of it going on one side than the other. Hey X, why don't you finish the Guardian farm, says Neverlake. Time, again, time. I'm so sorry. Like, where I've been busy recently, trying to do big projects and stay focused on them has been tricky, so I've been doing smaller ones like the Blaze Farm. That throws me off. That throws me off so much because there's a block missing there. That's literally it. If we put that one we just dug up there, now it looks fine. Okay, so if we look at it like that, and we forget that this is here, or some of it, yeah, we'll get rid of this for now. Has this got Silk Touch? No, it doesn't. Sammy says everyone spam face reveal. Sammy, I got a life lesson for you here. When you spam things in chat in a large group of people, it usually comes true. So let's spam world peace, okay, and then it will just happen. That's the way you solve problems in life. Okay, we got a noise in my ear here from Diachemi saying, "Hi Asuma, I just wanted to wish you a great weekend. Still love your content, man. Waking up to your streams is absolutely fantastic. Keep it going, X." Thank you so much, man. I'm hoping to have a good weekend too. So thank you for your well wishes. Hope you enjoy today's stream, and we're gonna put in a thing here, aren't we? Yes, we are. Everyone's spamming world peace. If only that was simple, right? I got a quote for all of you to think about. All right. By the way, enough of the spam. Otherwise, I'll never be able to catch up with chat again. We are down 2 moderators today, and every time I look at chat, it's so very clear they're not here. Although Randy Nicole is in chat as well, helping out. So thanks for that, Randy, by the way. And yeah, here's my quote for all of you to think about. It was Gandhi who said, "There is no." Let me make sure I get this right. "There is no path to peace. Peace is the path." And I love that quote so much. And I'm not going to explain it to you in any way. I think it's a fairly easy one to get, but I'll let all of you think about what that means and figure it out for yourselves, because I really like that one. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, we had loads of spruce slabs. I could have done with bringing them with me. Let's just mirror what we did on the other side there. We've got one in the corner. Does it go any lower behind it? I think it goes across like that. And then the next one is up by 1. Have I got ladders on me? Look at that, I got ladders. Bam, up we go. Okay, so now that'll be the same as the other side. Can I get my slab back? I put my axe away now, there we go. I don't like doing that. I don't like leaving behind unnecessary blocks. But sometimes I'm just like, whatever. Sammy says, "What's your favourite ice cream?" Alright, Sammy. You don't want everyone to spam that. No, I'm joking with you. I'm just messing, having fun. My favourite ice cream. I'd like to say I don't like ice cream. I love ice cream, but I know it's bad for you. I like vanilla. I think vanilla's just such a nice flavour with ice cream. Doesn't work. Vanilla doesn't work with everything, but with ice cream it's one of the best. And also mint chocolate chip. Oh, you got me thinking about ice cream now. Barry the Bearer says, "X, I've seen your face in False's vlog." So many people are saying this. I have not been in False's vlog. I don't know what you're talking about. I've had people tweeting me pictures. I'm like, yeah, not me. It's not me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I can hear a skeleton burning. Fair enough. He's having a bad time. We're going to start off with our pistons facing downwards. So this will be where we come up in the base. Now, is that going to look odd, having the piston there? We could always just put one over here so it's mirrored, and then it steps down half a slab. That was something that I was expecting, actually. So maybe we'll mirror it, but I don't think I'm going to fuss about that too much. Okay, so we want light to come through from there. Vixley says, "False was joking, Asuma has a beard." Here you go, here's a little bit of a beard ruffle, a beard scratch. Apparently you can all hear that, because whenever I do it, someone's later on in chat going, "Oh, he scratched his beard." And I'm like, oh, did I? I do that without thinking. Okay, right, so light will come up through this floor, and now what we need to do is figure out where it goes to. So we're going to go to that block and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go by 7 blocks. Okay, down we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be our location for the translocator elevator. And I think we're going to have to pop up. Aha! Oh, right, so it won't be there. It'll actually be over a little bit. And look at that. Ow! Oi! What's going on here? Who let this guy in? Ah. Dude, you're the worst. I've played this game for so long, skeletons are just like a complete and utter annoyance. Most mobs are. It's just like, get out of my way, I want to build. Alright, so... where is it? It's literally just over here. So wherever our tunnel ends, we're going to have a translocator elevator there. Now we need like a drop-down chute as well. Hey X, can you build a giant vanilla and coconut candle at Rendog? If you've seen his podcast, you understand. I haven't seen his latest podcast, so I don't understand. And someone in chat says, do you have a butt chin? I do not have a butt chin. A butt chin. Oh, it's the most important thing you wanted to know. Okay, so, right, as well as this, what we're also going to do... yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to have our second pillar here. We're going to grab some stone bricks. We will have some lying around somewhere. I think. Maybe slabs? No, we'll do it with full bricks. There they are. Oh, I got some in my inventory. And one of those. Excellent. So we will have... our stone bricks come through like that. And I would actually like another little pillar now. Yeah, so this will be the next part of our base. Something like that. And that's too high, but we'll leave it there. And then we'll drop down here. We'll have a drop down for water that goes all the way down. So that's going to be over at a diagonal. Oh, not quite a diagonal, like one and over. Okay, so I need to make note of where that is as well. Spontycomb says, have you tried Overwatch? I have not. I've had no time to play other games. The next game, I do want to play those Doom, but who knows? Who knows? So it was over by, let's see, we're here. I think this is where we drop down from, right there. So somewhere around here is going to be the end of the line. And then we need to just make this tie into it a little bit. I think it would be smart to end the line just around here. And then have like a walkthrough area behind it where it sort of changes. X, what is your favourite thing in 1.10, says Speedy Flash. The bone block is fantastic. I like the new mobs. I hope they add more of them. Like 2 variational mobs is very little content for the game, I think. The polar bears look cool, but they don't really drop anything. You can't make them a pet. They're very ambient. Yeah. Crowfist says, can you have a Hermit stream day? That's tomorrow, the Hermit stream day. Good for you, eh? Oh, do you know what? This is a bit different here. I don't know how this transition's going to work. I might change it later on as well. I'm very fussy like that, as some of you are probably aware. Let's put a scale's head in there. Let's start moving some things around. We need to craft some pistons, I do believe. Man, inventory management. That's full up. That's not. Red will be at the bottom. There we go. Drago the Chaos says, good morning, Asuma. Good morning to you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Got 1,800 people watching us this morning, Saturday morning. Hope you're all doing good. Looking forward to a good weekend. Man, all this junk, right. Got chiseled blocks from somewhere. There you go. All these things can go in here. Poppies. Why have I got so many poppies? Oh, I know. It's where I respawned at the portal where all the items go through. Hey, that's something else I need to take care of. I need to sort out Tango's chicken in the spawn chunks for my passive mob farm. We actually need more torches. Let's bring that with us then. That can make some torches. And bones go in the top one. Cool. Alright, so now we need to make some pistons, I think. Have you listened to Yonkers? If so, can you listen to it again? If not, can you please listen to it? It's a freaking bass in it. If you want me to listen to something, tweet it to me. That's what I say. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. We'll put, let's see, half a stack of redstone. We're going to need redstone torches. We're going to need lots of redstone to do this probably. We're going to have to craft more torches than we got. Okay, then we need our wood, which will probably make out something easy to chop down. Dark oak. I think dark oak is my favourite tree to chop down, so I always try and use that one. How many? We need a half stack, so that's how much we need of that. And then we need 2 stacks of cobble. 1, 2. And where is my... Jolie Creates says, do your IRL friends know about Asuma? Are they ever tempted to tag you in photos on IG and Twitter as a wind-up? Or are they aware of how you feel about your privacy? Yeah, people know what I do. Some of my friends watch my videos and stuff. And no, they don't ever do anything like that. I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm never a fan of the whole doing something that like blatantly hurts a friend on some level as a wind-up, you know. Like there is like groups of friends that do things like that. Thankfully, my group of friends don't do anything like that. I always just think that's such a like awful way to have a friendship, to like wind somebody up by doing something like deliberately aggravating. I can't really give you an example because it hasn't happened to me, but you see it in like movies and stuff where like they pull horrible pranks on people to put them in a spot, and it's just like, that's like, why would you hang around with people that do that to you? It makes no sense. Got a noisy mirror here, a donation from Rocky Avalon saying you should build a monument / Olympic brazier to house the Hermit Torch, so that you don't have to keep remaking it every time. That's actually a really cool idea, Rocky. Suggest that tomorrow to some of the Hermits when they're doing the all-day stream. That would probably be a really good project for them to do. We could build it while doing one of the Hermit all-day streams as well, so it all makes sense. Cool, so now we've got to build this translocator elevator. We're going to start off by putting all the pistons in place, which should be nice and easy as we make our way down here. Where's the next one? Down by 1? How about right there? What rooms does he have planned for where the sheep are in his base? Graceful, great question. I don't know, probably a brewing room. I'm a bit out of the groove lately. As I've said many times this stream, where I've been busy, it puts you out of the groove. Like, I loved having the time to just log on to the plot world and like mess around with some building designs and stuff, because when you got that freedom to just take things slow, you find what you want to build. Like everything that I built at the beginning of season 4 was thanks to having that sort of time. When you don't have the time, it makes it so much more difficult when you're in a rush. You know, got to do this, got to do that, and you're trying to hop on and figure out what you want to do. So I haven't really worked on the base for a while, just because it's been tricky to find the time to do that. Okay, the next one's going to be there, down in the room at the red height. Bam. And we probably won't have another one, otherwise this thing will dip down. So you'll pop up, walk along here, bam, all the way up to the top. That looks like a great way to do this. Let's climb up the ladder back to the top and dig out some space around it. Hey X, what will you go when Mumbo's mob shop blows up? We need to replace it. Some of us have been talking about it, like replacing the TNT with red clay. It's gonna go wrong at some point, all that TNT together, and it'll cause so much damage. I'm going to go cry when his axe shatters, says GBA Valslet. Don't even worry about it. Also, my axe, I think you mean pickaxe. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. I have got my eye on it. Prop Funder says, I hope this bug doesn't get patched. Which bug is that? Oh, the translocator one we're probably talking about, right? Yeah, it'll be so typical that it gets patched. However, one of the guys who's doing bugs over there has like spoken to Doc M, and from the way the conversation went, it sounds like they're a lot more open to keeping things like this now. But I think the problem is like, as a long-time player, like, I hate to be moany, I'm always moany, but it's just that I'm fed up with the way they do things. Like, you can't release, like, no other game does it. No other games go, let's just release this update with some absolute blatant and major bugs in the game. You know, like Redstone is not behaving the way it used to do. No statement if they're going to keep it or not, and it just makes it frustrating as a player, because for the entire duration of 1.9, your piston contraptions, anything involving pistons, work differently. Things like your old contraptions break. If you're going to make something new, it will break if they fix it. And so the Redstone community, I've said it before, I've noticed has quieted down over the last couple of years so much. There used to be just constant Redstone creations being made, and now it's quite quiet, and I think it's because you know, people are fed up with stuff being broken. And what's going to happen is everyone's going to fall in love with this translocator thing, make loads of stuff out of it like I've been doing and other people have, and then it's all going to break again. And it's just going to be the same old cycle. You don't want to play a game for years and have everything break all the time. It's just... And that's one side of an argument, right? Like, I could argue the other side as well, that having things change over time keeps it interesting, which is true to an extent, but... I don't know, I just kind of like wish there was a bit more consistency. Okay, so we're going to try and do it the way Iskall did. I think we're going to start from the bottom, actually. We'll start from down here. So walking through there will be fine. Let's put a block down with a pressure plate. We can change that later on. Let's eat some food. We're running low on food, but luckily it's just above us. Is your server on 1.9.4, says Boomerang. Yes, it is. It is. We should actually go have a look at Iskall's. That would be a good idea. Actually, I think that's a really good idea. Let's block ourselves in. I'm going to load up my camera account so we can go have a quick look. That'll make things so much easier here. Nerf Wagbo says, sorry X, just arrived. What have I missed? What are your plans? We're working on the tunnel and we're doing some redstoning. That's kind of the drift, the gist, the drift, I don't know, at the moment. Oh, we also got a resubscribe, which I missed. Fury Muso 88 resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for your support. Do appreciate it. Right, I'm logging in with the camera account. How many voids could an assumer void if an assumer could void voids? Almost works, almost works. Let's swap over the Minecraft. Bam, hello. We're now floating up here in the sky. There's a creeper outside my base. I'm slightly worried. Let's head over to Iskall's. Iskall's little... Ooh, look at Zul'jin's building. Exclusive previews. Look at that roof. That's a great looking roof. Zul'jin knows how to play this game, I'll tell you that. That building's going to look great when it's finished. Iskall's base be over here. And there's possibly a spoiler there. This is where his elevator... No, is it? Goes up to that bit up top. Let's start from the top. Okay, so this is his elevator here. And it's very simple. Look at that. Just torches all the way up. So right next to the pistons. No need to change anything. Unpowered bit is on the side. Then he's got this going on down here. I think I'm going to have to leave this one logged in to come back to that. So let's have a look at this setup. Pressure plate. Okay, so the first piston has the torch directly adjacent to it. That's what we're going to keep in mind here. First torch has it directly adjacent to it. Okay. Iskall showed it off, says Jack Mind. Okay, thank you. He also showed off his translocator elevator as well, so no spoilers there before you'll start going crazy. Okay, what are we going to build our redstone out of? I think andesite. Actually, I use andesite a lot. Let's find a block that doesn't get used too much and do that. Tactical Popcorn says, are you not bored of Minecraft? No, you can't get bored of Minecraft. It's not possible, my friend. Has being busy something to do with... Oh, maybe. Maybe for you. I don't want to say it until things are final, so I'm just waiting until I can actually say it. I found X's long-lost twin Y, says Drew. Okay. Humorous. Maybe just stone bricks. Maybe just... Or maybe sands... Yeah, let's go with sandstone, right? Let's craft this into... that sandstone though, that looks really nice. Yeah, let's do a little bit of sandstone and redstone. Those two always go good together. Red and yellow, looks nice. Okay, so we've got to build those torches and sandstone blocks, starting from the top down. Let's mine a few... Oh, that's not good, that's not very... That sucks. I don't like this. Come on, fix yourself. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, but now that's annoying. I wish they'd fixed that one as well. Rocky Avalon says, Iskall is cooler than being cool. Yeah, Iskall is a very cool guy. And thank you for the donation again, Rocky. Will we get Season 5 for 1.10? Someone asking chat. No, absolutely not. Like, us hermits don't just start a new season willy-nilly, you know? Willy-nilly. That always sounds funny. We need to get up there. Yeah, we'll be on this world for a long time, I imagine. Same as we were on the last worlds. We've always been on our worlds for a long time. Okay, so we're in the dark, and it's probably going to stay dark for a while. I do apologise, but it's sort of the way to do things at the moment, so we'll just stay down here. We've got to decorate this thing as well, make it look interesting. Although I'm tempted to use more sandstone, but we'll get to that in a moment. Cyanide Politics says, have you watched anything lately? I've been watching my chat! No, I know what you're asking. I've been watching Fringe. I quite like Fringe. I didn't think too much of it at first, but you've got to stick with that one to get to the good stuff. And that's alright. I've been watching a little bit of that over time. Tom Tobias says, hey X, wondering what your next big project would be. I'm not going to start any new projects. It will be finishing up all the big ones that I've already started, like where the Guardian Farm is. There's a big plan there. There's a big plan for my passive mob farm. There is just big plans everywhere, and I've sort of started them all. There's big plans for the zombie pigman farm. You know, all these projects need to get finished first, I think. That's the way to look at it. I like the way this stacks up so easy. It's weird because I went into like a test world and tried to do this, but I didn't like the way it lined up, but it actually works perfectly. Okay, so we're getting there now. I think there's only a few more blocks to go. And I can't place one there. This is going to have to go, unfortunately. And it's not that dark here, is it? Okay, then you need a block behind you. Good mythical morning, says the Fur Pyphoon. I can't quite say your name. I like that show. Those guys are funny. Autumn sent me a video of that the other day. It was just hysterical, where they play this game where you say a phrase, but it sounds like a different one, and you've got to say it faster. And the phrase was, not my cup of tea. And the guy was just saying it for ages and ages, and he didn't realise what he was saying. And oh my god, it's hysterical. I think that's on like their second channel, if any of you like that stuff. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. That's all wired up as far as it needs to be wired. Now we just got to make that little contraption at the bottom. Oh dear, I shouldn't have gone down here. Okay, we need a sticky piston and redstone, I think, is what we saw. Hey X, what is your opinion about snack? What is snack? Are we talking like a snack that you eat? Or is this something else? I don't know. We probably need some redstone. We might need a repeater. And we probably do need another torch. What we need though is a sticky piston and a block of redstone. See, I haven't been mining in a while. My redstone supply slowly diminishing over time. Half Monty Nun says, X, how many more subs till new emotes? Good question. If I don't find out now, I should probably tell you guys. I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can find out while we're doing this now. So if I try not to break anything and click on what I do believe is the way to see it, which is that one. Bam. Hopefully that'll load on my other screen while we're building here. Okay, so we'll fall down, our shins can take it. Bam, there go the shins. We need to swap to the other Minecraft now. Let me click on my things. Bam, bam. Hi, hello. Cool. Someone says you're low on diamonds. I think I've got plenty of diamonds, but okay. So we go one below the pressure plate. We go sticky piston redstone block, 2 wires pointing into that, and that goes up into there. That's actually quite easy to do, I think. So let's swap back. Oh, sorry, I'm moving. Oh my god. No, I'm dying. Oh, are we going to live? Oh god. Oh no. Actually, we're fine. I'm messing with you. Okay. I can be a little bit of a goofball. You know that by now. You know that by now. So the sticky piston is going to go underneath that block. We need to be down by 1 to do that, I think. Yep. That there. That means it can go over to there. And then below here is where we have our 2 bits. Do we have any more sandstone? We do. Thank goodness. So 2 bits of sandstone. That's good. So they're going to point into a sandstone block that's going to have the torch that goes upwards. And I can't help but feel something is wrong here. Actually, maybe not. I think I can see what we need to do. It kind of looks a little bit different. Yikes. Yeah, something slightly wrong. I think think this is going to end up doing the same thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Don't tell me I got it all wrong. Ah, no. No. What did I do wrong? Right, I'm going to check the other account. Oh, this might mean I have to rebuild the entire thing. So, torch, and then where's that one? Oh, torch, redstone. Aha, I get it completely. We need to go torch. Don't want a torch there, I want a piece of redstone on top of it. And that should fix all of our woes. You ready? Bam, there we go. And now this should work. Let's give it a whirl. First test. I want a block in front of me so I can go bam. Yes! That's the best. And we got a noise in me here. Let's check it out. It is a block in the stars resubscribing for 7 months in a row. Thank you so much for the epic support, my friend. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. Look what we just did. We did a redstone thing. And it was amazing. Sweet. I love it. Okay. We got our elevator here. Like, ready to go. This is cool. Okay, so I clicked on a thing in my browser to tell you something. I think we need 100... Actually, I don't even know. That's not the correct thing to look at. I want to answer your question today, and I don't want to spend too long looking for it, so I'm going to click on that one there. Bam. Hopefully that takes us to the right page. We've got a donation here, noise in my ear, from Yevelian. Yevelian. Oh, there we go. Don't know why. Sorry, don't know how or what to say, says the Velian. I don't know either. I don't know, but thank you for the donation. Do appreciate it. NJ2244 says, X, we all just lost the game. Well, we just lost again. Well done. Why would you even tell us that? It just means we lose it again. Oh. Star Allure 6 says, no, wait, doesn't say, has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. I am getting all goofed up at the moment. Right, let's focus. What are we doing? Sorry, I'm just excited. This thing is awesome, and it's now in there and working. We're going to use something ever so simple, and that's going to be glowstone and sandstone. So I'll grab... Oh, we've already got a stack. I want to show you the other translocator elevator in our base first. We're going to go around this way. Jer has informed me we are #1 streamer on Minecraft. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. Okay, so on this one, it's quartz and sea lanterns. I don't think you'll see much of it. You can sort of see a little bit of it there. But this time, I think it's going to look a little bit more flush. Let's go down and have a look. So, we're going to keep it all very clean and simple. When you're standing here, you will see a little bit of torch. Okay, that's fine. I reckon I'm going to use more glowstone than I should, right? Just for effect. We're going to put glowstone there, and then this is all going to be a wall. I want to fill in the gaps as well. So, wall like that. And you see... Oh, that's just because it's the top. That's fine. Okay. Whoa, hey! Nope! Oh dear, we've got to go all the way back to the top. And we're back to the top. Okay, let's focus. Right. So all of that's going to be filled in. You're going to be standing here, so this is all filled in as well. And so is that. So will that be. Right, so sandstone all around your 2 glowstone blocks. I know it's a little bit excessive on the glowstone, but I feel like doing it that way. Excellent. Okay, so with that in place, we need a way down as well. Grim Alkin says the game. Isn't that a Queen song, Asuma? I think it is, actually. Harif KS says, by winning the game you break the rules, and that the results in you being banned from the game immediately. Therefore, by winning the game, you lose the game. Maybe. Magin Carp says, you missed blaze rods. Where were they? I missed the blaze rods, apparently. Ah. Oh, this column right here we can decorate because of the way we've designed the middle. So that means this little drop down can have, you know, interesting blocks or whatever. Cool. So now we're going to be able to get down and up here really quickly, which is great. I wonder if I can drop out of it halfway up. Nope, I tried to drop out of it, it didn't work. Someone in chat has pointed out, Golden Miru has pointed out I'm running out of steak. By the way, if your name is written in light green, it's very hard to read. Let's take that right there and put it over here. And we've got another donation here, noise in my ear, from Unisys saying, hi, hello to you, how you doing? Thank you for the donation. Hope you enjoy the stream. Nask a book No, Naskabog says, have you seen the new Doom? I have. It looks cool. I'm interested in playing it at some point. Right, let's click on... Oh, where is it again? I don't know how to use Twitch. Is it that one? How to make such elevators, says Carib the First. I might make a tutorial on it. I might say to Iskal, your design is amazing. Can I make a tutorial? Okay, that I think I'm on the right page. They've changed it all. What? Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. It always takes me a long time to go through and figure it out. We'll try this tab next. I won't be able to tell you. I can't find it. It's over 100, I think, to the next unlock. That was something we mentioned a while ago, when the next unlock is. Adam says, X, where is your tea? It is drunk. It is in my belly. It has been consumed and enjoyed. Right, let's get our building materials now. We're going to do all of this. We'll probably end up using all of that. That's not part of the game, but that is. I said it again, the game! Hee hee ha ha, whatever. Oh! That was stupid. I sort of want to build from the top going downwards. That's not going to work really, is it? So I think we'll just have to go this way. Like fill in bits as we go. Like maybe dig upwards. And then there'll be a point where I get stuck. And then I'll just figure it out when we're there. Okay, that's the way we're going to do things. So I'll put you there. I wonder if you can see a glimpse of what's on the other side of the piston when you're travelling. Orangelo King says, serious issue. You can't fish in 16W21B. Oh! Oh dear. Orangelo, make sure to put that one on the bug tracker. So, our Patreon server has upgraded to... Oh, that's not supposed to break. Yeah, our Patreon server is upgraded to the latest snapshot. And the reason why is because I was thinking, do you know what? This update so far hasn't got any major reworkings or anything big and crazy. Maybe it'll be safe. And I looked at the bug tracker, and there are next to no bugs for it. Like, nothing's been reported so far. Maybe it was a little bit soon. Basically, I follow the bug tracker a little bit, and often things get reported really quick. Like, usually after a snapshot, you're going to go look at it and to see tons of bugs. But this time there were hardly any, so I thought, well, maybe this is the one to do then. Apparently that might not be true. Like, it might not actually be that great. Because you can't fish in it. But, you know, aside from that, there's not really any other bugs in it, I do believe. Some people are saying performance, which might be a thing. Who knows? Can you mention me in your stream, says Jazzavoid. I just did that. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Let's mind these two. I feel like I'm missing something here. Sometimes the glowstone is lower, isn't it? Sometimes it's higher. I'm going to go double check. Okay, so you're correct. That means this one should be lower. Oh, and I did do it. Okay, okay. We were absolutely fine. I was just being silly. Double checking, though, is not a bad thing. Especially if it turns out that it was worthwhile. Okay, we put in the glowstone down there. Yep. Dig away all of that. Fill in these bits. X, you should prank Mumbo, says Poiliet. We did that the other day, my friend. We actually did that the other day. And everyone who was there, I don't think will ever ask me to prank Mumbo on stream again. It was an appalling prank. It looks silly and stupid. It probably won't even show it in a video. It's that bad. Although, if you go to my second channel, if you really want to see the prank that I did, go to my second channel. You can see a short video about the prank. You can also then watch the whole live stream if you wanted to. Market Sterler Mark says, can you go on a mining adventure, please, Asuma? I did want to mine for gold at some point, but I didn't feel like mining today. Just... Ah, have we reached a point where we're now stuck? I know what we're going to do here. I know how we're going to escape. Oh my god, it's not like that! Oh, that ruins everything! Damn it. That ruins everything. Unless I can walk out to the side. No. No, I can't. I think what we'll do is go down like this. And then come back up. Yep, that was the smart way to do it. Are you glowstone? You're not. Not glowstone. Right, we already placed the glowstone there. Got it. Okay, so this gets filled in. You're a sandstone. That gets filled in. We've got another one there. Aha. Right. And And then 2, and then stone brick. Excellent, we did it, peeps. We did it. We decorated the translocator elevator. Let's pop down here and use it again, just so we can see. Look at that, nice and fancy. Wherever you look, there's some sandstone. Very good, very good. Sam Gray says, X, are you going to be doing anything else on this stream? I don't know. We're going to be working on the tunnel, that's for sure. Terminal Velocity says, hi X, I love your videos. I've been with you since 10k subs. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. If you have been, that is incredible. 10k subs, long time ago. That was back in 10k subs would have been somewhere around 2011, 2012, I believe. So that's a very long time. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Supreme Ender says, I'm back. What did I miss? We just finished this thing, the translocator elevator. The drop's been made. I'm not going to focus on the materials for the drop right now, because this is in the right place. I'm not sure if I particularly like this where it is, but it'll do a job temporarily. It also means that we can patch this up and say we don't need that anymore. The ladder's still there. Rain Leon says, when are you going to fight 20 withers? I'm not going to probably do something like that on this season. Or maybe I will later on. See, the thing is, in 1.9, the wither fights are a lot more tougher, and I think fighting them in groups is very difficult now. And don't make me wait. Come on. Oh, never mind. Is it going to do it? There it is. Blooming hell. Sometimes there is a big delay for that noise. I don't know what it is. We got a donation here, noise in my ear, from Dariana Potes saying, just in case you need it, my name is Dariana. Aha, I got it. Thank you for the excellent start to my birthday. Happy birthday, by the way. I'm revising today, but watching your stream has put me in the right mood for it. You make me smile. Little love heart from Dari. Ah, thank you. And happy birthday, yes. Can we get some happy birthday hearts in chat for Dariana? Why not? It's also, statistically speaking, probably someone else's birthday, so happy birthday to anyone whose birthday it is. But thank you for the donation, Dariana. Good luck with your study and exams as well. I'm assuming that you're studying for exams. And yeah, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? Let's pop down. Oh no, let's get rid of the redstone. We've done all of our redstone shenanigans. So we can put these things away. Cool, all good in there. Pistons as well. Anything else? Ah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Right, so the next job for us to do, those things are going there, is the tunnel. We're going to start doing the logs in a spiral. They're going to look cool. Spiral of logs. The Dead Chief says, my birthday tomorrow. There you go. We got 2,000 people watching. It's going to be someone's birthday, right? Thank you everyone for tuning in, by the way. If you are new here on Twitch, I primarily do YouTube. And if you like what you see, feel free to click follow, get notified of when I go live. And yeah, I upload videos on YouTube pretty much every other day or every day. So go over there and check me out as well if you're just tuning in here on Twitch. This is... Oh, that's the old tunnel. Right, got ya. Just sort of looked at that and went, what is that? Oh, I didn't pick up the logs. Brilliant. I was supposed to pick up the logs. I had one job and I failed. We got a donation here, noise in my ear, from Jazz Stretto saying, I love your vids. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I'm glad you like them. I'm really glad you do. They are free to watch on the tubes, as we were just talking about. And we got a donation here from Trump saying, when are you going to fight the Ender Dragon with no armour? I'm probably not going to do that. I don't know, I might do. That might be a challenge later on in the season. Yeah, you see, the Ender Dragon fight in the update is so much more easier. If you've seen our fights with it, we tried it. I think we tried it without armor and it was chaos. And then as soon as everyone puts the armor on and fights it, it's down in no time at all. Fighting it without armor, though, definitely a challenge. Something we can do later on. And thank you for the donation. When I saw the name Trump, I was totally expecting a Trump joke, and we didn't get one. Yvelin says, "Lol, Trump, really? Yes, it's really from Trump. Not Trump himself. Very unlikely it's Trump. Trump probably doesn't like Minecraft." Apart from when people build walls. Oh, that was too easy. That was too easy. Right, so this sort of goes, yeah, out by one. Okay, let's start off with the simple and just keep it going out by one. So 1, 2, 3. Ah, but there's missing one there. And then out by one. 1, 1, 2, 3. But now it goes down at that height, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3. And then it comes back in again, right? I think it does. 1, 2, 3. Let's just double check. See what's going on over here. Appears to be so. It just keeps going across, doesn't it? It's actually really simple. And then there's spruce in the middle. So we're going to end up like digging out some of the bits we've already done. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. Then it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Counting with X, counting from 1 to 3 over and over again until you don't forget it. Not that you would forget it anyway. Okay, that's that. That's how it works there. So it's like 3 in the middle, 2 on the sides, and then 1 in the corners in between. Awesome. This is like quite an easy design to follow. Then we need a block there. 1, 2, 3. I could happily build like a big chunk of this in one go, I feel like. I'm not sure if I need to backtrack and double check we're not getting carried away and missing something important. So now we can go like that. Yeah, look, this is going to be real easy to build. Awesome. We got another noise in my ear. A donation here from Ems Cow saying, my birthday in 3 days. Don't read the rest. Okay, I won't read the best. Okay, should I actually read the rest? The rest is a request to talk about something. Okay, I won't read it, but I'll rephrase it or something. I don't know. Ems, put a message in chat for me. We'll come back to that in a second, in case I misunderstand you. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I like that name. WTF? What the fudge? Says, hey X, thank you for the perfect start on this sunny Saturday. No problem at all, buddy. Glad you're enjoying it. It's not sunny here. It's cloudy. So I hope you enjoy the sun. It's been sunny though. We've been treated over here in the UK. I don't mind a cloudy day from time to time. Keep the temperature down a little bit. As soon as it gets hot, you know, everyone's outside, and then the next day everyone's complaining about it. When will it rain again? Oh. We're only doing one type actually. There's going to be another one that spirals around this one, isn't there? Right, and now we're coming up to a transition as well where we go up. Ems Cow says rephrase it. Excellent. Glad I got your message there. Chat does move fast. Okay. So I'm gonna rephrase it. So basically, I have a Patreon vanilla server. That's the wrong type. Oh, I hope I haven't done it all with the wrong type. We'll just move you out of there. There we go. So I have a Patreon vanilla server. It has been picking up in activity lately. There is a really nice community developing there. Every time I look and see who's on, there's always a handful of people on, if not quite a few. And yeah, they sort of want to encourage more people to join at this moment. So I'm mentioning that it exists. If you're interested, you can find my Patreon, in YouTube description boxes, probably below the Twitch stream as well. If you want to be a part of what's going on here, if you want to be a part of that community, then go check it out. And yeah, there's just lots of people. It's currently in 1.10 and it's very active, and they want to have more people joining them at the moment. So yeah, if that sounds like something you're interested in, just go check it out. So let's have a look. Right, this goes up and around. When does it get funky? It gets funky here, and I think the idea is it steps up there. See, I would have done this differently. I think I would have made that bit there free. So if this was 1 block lower, that would be 1 block lower, and then there would be an extra bit here. So the reason it pops up is because unless you do that, you're gonna create an extra. Yeah, you're basically gonna create an extra gap, and it's gonna get pushed out further. We've got another donation here, noise in me ear, from Unisys saying, insert message here. I don't know if that's an error. I'm slightly worried. Hopefully it's not. Ems Cow, by the way, says you want to join us. We have lots of fun and Discord for patrons. Yeah, that's the other thing. They're all very active on Discord. They use Discord to communicate. There's built-in server to Discord chat as well, so you can chat to people online from the server, which is a really cool feature, which automated recently. And by the way, thank you to everyone for donating. Unisys as well, thank you. Do appreciate it. Let's figure out how we're going to do this then. So, does it always go up by 1? There. And this one is it's flat by 1 extra. don't know how. I think Ren's just sort of like, if you follow this one around, it just lands one block earlier. So this one has to then be at the same level. Right, because it all goes normal again. But then there, look, it's gone up on that bit. And it hasn't gone out by one. Do you know what? I think Ren hasn't got like a fully formed plan for this figured out. I think we might have the flexibility to do it our own way a little bit. So what I want to do... Oh, it doesn't go all the way down. Fascinating. I want to count out a little bit. Autumn says it's a really awesome thing. Yeah, it is. It's very cool. Okay, so let's go down this again. Right, we've got 3 there. Where are we going to start counting this? Oh, by the way, I love this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I reckon if there's always a gap of 4, then you can say that's done correctly. Always a gap of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so as long as we have a gap of 4, yeah, that's a gap of 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a 3 or 4? No, it's a 4. Yeah, a 4. So they're basically all 4s. Excellent. Right, so if we just follow that principle of having 4 in between each one, then we should be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's going to leave us with another 4. Cool. I think I'll just start off by doing that for now, and then we'll look at spiraling it in a bit. Ren was just testing that pattern, says Mad Cat Hog. Okay, yeah, thanks for... Sorry, I'm getting a little bit confused. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that he was testing it. That's good to know. We'll test something as well then. Then it's going to be 1, 2, 3 here, right on the edge. Got a noise of me here. Donation from Yvelin saying, weather over here, Southeast Asia, has been crazy too. Shower one moment and sunny the next. Oh my days. Oh, crazy weather. Weather's getting crazier all around the globe because of global warming, if you believe in it. I don't really want to talk about that. I watched a movie the other day about... Oh wait, that's going to be the other one, about global warming and all of that. It made me quite sad face. I love this song. What one is this again? Shadowrunners. Love it. It's cool. Let's have a look. Let's have a read. FFEJ says, where does this tunnel lead? It leads to the Logfellas HQ. And I just had a little bit of an idea, actually. Just had a little bit of an idea. Where these join together, what's stopping us from having this then turn down this direction and somehow the spirals just lead all the way there? I don't think we're going to do that. I think what we're going to do... Do you know what? I wouldn't mind... I've still got haste here. I wouldn't mind like knocking out a bit more of this. No, I don't have haste. I have speed. What? Do I have to go this way for haste? Let's have a look. Let's see if we get haste over here. Where did I get haste from? Maybe it was further down the tunnel. Maybe it was even further down the tunnel. We're trying to find the haste. I don't know what's going on. BR_Arn says, what was the pre-stream music again? It was Tame Impala with Let It Happen. Okay, so now we sprint with 16. I'm not sprinting. No, yeah, I am. I'm sprinting. Let's mine that block in our way. Cool. And now with a little bit of haste, let's just open this up. Do as much as we can. And that's it, pretty much. Oh no. Okay, that is it, yeah. Cool, I just wanted to open it up a little bit. Wasn't really worth it, was it? But I just felt like doing that. There we go. So you can clearly sort of see that this is the middle and there's the entrance. We're not going to be using this over here anymore, so that can get patched in as well. And yeah, another nice little development really, isn't it? Watching the top right corner, it will show you when you have the effects, says Orange Airfighter. Yes, yes, I'm aware, very aware of that. Okay, so I think I've spotted a little bit of a problem, and that is this creeper right here. He's going to get it in the face, and so is this skeleton. Get away. You guys suck. Hey, I didn't pick up an arrow earlier, did I? I just killed some skeletons and got one. That's good. I think we should probably block off that area up there with some of these blocks that we have accumulated. Okay. It's kind of like a little ladder, isn't it? Oh, look at my pick. It's getting low. Okay. Kaylee says, love your streams and your YouTube channel. I have sent you the Yonkers song you wanted me to tweet you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll check it out later today. Let's cover it over at this height here. That should be nice and safe. Safe from any creeper explosions and such. And somewhere here it drops down, doesn't it? So come down at this height. Just want to make sure this is safe. Snoop Dogg says, how long will you be streaming for? We'll probably be here for a while longer. Technically didn't need to fill in that bit, but I think I will anyway. Even though there's wood there. And then at this height. Okay, so now... that's it, right there. Put one there, bam, filled in, job done, let's get out of here. Oh no, there's more over this side. There's more. There's always more. And that's it, I'm out of blocks. Or those blocks anyway. Ponybutt says the delay seems shorter than normal. That or chat is very slow. LeMayo. Sometimes chat slows down a little bit. Andy says, hey X, when will episode 500 be? It's probably going to be Thursday or Friday next week. Well, you know. No, it's Saturday. Yeah, it'll be Thursday or Friday. Okay, let's have a look at this middle section that's definitely going to cause us a problem. Actually, now that I think about it, like we can start building the spiral bit here because it's just going to be following the same pattern, so it's not really an issue. I'm getting loads of these slabs that I crafted back, way more than I thought about really. And we need some more of those stone bricks. We're going to put them these sides. Oh, actually, if I put the one over there at the wrong spot, yeah, I have. It needs to go further back. Ponybutt says, hype for episode 500. Yes. Hype indeed. Oh, Pony, you're in episode 500. So you know all about it. It's going to be hilarious. It really will. It will be absolutely hysterical. I mean, it's had me... I feel like I shouldn't big it up too much just in case it's not people's cup of tea, but it's been cracking me up. It's so funny. Okay, there we go. So that's that part. That's starting to look good, isn't it? That looks pretty much the same as what Rendog's done. So now we need one there, 2, 3. Oh, it's quite easy if you just focus on it like that, isn't it? Okay, that's 3 high. Something's gone wrong there. We'll figure it out as we go around. Koan Vander says, did you just die or something? No, I don't remember dying on this stream. And the Pick Crafter says, what's X building? We are building a tunnel to the Logfellas HQ. Gloucestershire Lad says, spoilers for 500. I mean, saying it's funny, I don't think will be a spoiler, but there are spoilers. Don't give anything away if you're involved yesterday. Okay, so, oh right, this one comes over by 1 block. That's where we went wrong. Okay, now we've come to the bit that I thought might be a bit of a problem, but that's fine. We're going to actually continue, I think, here. We'll continue bringing Rendog's part over. And we'll see how it all sort of joins together in the middle here. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Ponybutt says he died after a stream. Iskal killed him at Ren's base. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, I've got no XP, if that's what you're referring to. What's up with episode 500, says Vatablos. Episode 500 will be the return of Evil X. That is not a spoiler, I've said that before. Basically, episodes 350... Well, episode 350 of Hermitcraft introduced Evil X to the world. And episode 450 saw him return. And now episode 500 has Evil X again. And basically I like to do a special, you know, do something really different. This episode's going to be totally different from a normal style episode, and it should be a lot of fun, I hope. Cool. I reckon this will be like fine, just wrapping around like that. Although the problem is, then you want to get off and go in that direction. So, hey, do they? Oh dear, do they line up? They do line up. Oh, for a second there I was looking at that and I'm like, it's all off by 1 block. But no, it isn't. We did everything right. So I'm actually going to replace these 2 blocks here, and I think we'll be okay. Yep, look at that. No hassle. That's fine. Now, the fact that the log is going to be on one side but not the other, I don't think is really an issue. So there'll be a button on that side as well, over here. Probably want to put a half slab on top of that. Bam. And there'll be a rail there, and it's fine. It will just continue wrapping around. That's really cool then. Let's get... Oh, that bit already wraps around. That's fine. Awesome. Look how this is all coming together. Let's start tidying up some of these stone bricks. We put loads of those down. An AC Dog there using the Evil X emote. Let's get some Evil X emotes in chat so everyone knows who we're talking about. Evil X is great. It's always fun to do Evil X. And yeah, he's in the next episode again. And it's going to be good. I say next episode. Episode 499 comes out today. Someone pointed out it's been 5 days since the last Hermitcraft episode. Yeah, I've been like working on episode 500. That's why there's been a bit of a gap, just in case you are also curious. And there's that Evil X face right there. Oh, such a derp. These are all in the wrong place. This is looking great, this tunnel. Right, hopefully that's correct. Your Sponder 2 says Evil X is going to destroy the server again, or was that just a normal X? We never know. This room is in slow. Ah, the room is in slow, okay. I'm not going to tell you what Evil X gets up to. It's different every time. It's different every time in its own way. See, Evil X didn't... Actually, sort of did destroy it first time round. Anyway, if you wanna get your Evil X up to date on your brains before you watch episode 500, you want to check out episode 350 and 450. Okay, so here's where things actually start to get a bit funky, and I'm not sure what we're going to do. So I will leave that be for now. Let's tidy up all of these stone bricks. It's looking good. Do you keep the episodes number growing all the way? On Hermitcraft 5, is it like episode 600 plus? I can't tell you if it's episode 600. I don't know how long this season's going to last, but yes, season 1 is like 100 episodes and something. Season 2 is like 150, then season 3 is like 170 episodes, I think. And season 4 will probably have 200 episodes. I don't know. But yes, I mean, each season of Hermitcraft, things have developed a little bit. Season 3 was a lot more planned, and Season 4 has had an even better idea. And I think those things just help like longevity of the world when you've got an idea, because with everyone sticking in the mesa together, it gives us so much more to do before everyone, you know, splits up and does bases and things. That's just kind of how it goes. Will Evil X blow up Mumbo's mob drop shop? Says MCFX. He doesn't. I'll tell you that. He doesn't. There's a spoiler for you. Joera says X repair your pick. It does need a bit of a repair, doesn't it? I think we should take a break from this as well. Let's let this sort of settle in a bit, because we've done a really good job getting this started. As we head back though, I do want to put in more spruce and oak, so we'll do just that. Spruce and oak. So we've got to count 4. So spruce will be next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Got a message here from Harif KS saying, I have an idea for a very long time regarding an aerial base, and I tweeted my version to you almost a year back. It basically has massive double helix, glass spiral, goes up to 150 blocks. It has a massive portion of a massive sphere with arms spiral out like the Milky Way into a torus with R. Since you wanted a challenge to build something aerially this season, for a final base, I thought I would let you borrow the idea. If you want to tweet me it again, feel free to do so. I always look at my tweets. I get people tweeting me pictures of their base or projects quite often, so I probably did see it. That's actually supposed to be 4, not 3. Let's put that one back. But yeah, I'd love to take inspiration. I've already got some ideas developing for my aerial base project. I really just need more time at the moment to get focused and get things moving. It's really quite frustrating. I want to get these plans in motion so you can see what I'm talking about. To Greek, Wolfger says, nice song. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a really nice track, this one. I tweeted you some good psych rock bands and you've misspelled your. I hope you enjoy the music, says Lucid Knight. Yeah, yeah, thanks for tweeting me those. I hope the psych rock bands are a bit more like Tame Impala are, because I've listened to old psych rock and a lot of it doesn't quite do it for me. Like, I like it, but it's not quite there in my opinion. Anyway, I will just check it out rather than telling you what I want to hear. Because here's a good tip for listening to music, right? I'll tell you now, there's no such thing as good or bad music, right? I'm serious. Like, someone smashing their head on a dustbin while screaming la 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 is technically music to an extent. Because any form of sound will create some sort of response in you, and that response is like what you want to pay attention to. Because some types of music aren't going to try and win you over with, you know, lush melodies and cool beats and stuff like that. Some music is about making noises that create atmosphere, you know. Like, we're listening to some more ambient leaning music at the moment. Sometimes it's got a bit of a beat to it, sometimes it doesn't, and some music can be you know, more about creating an atmosphere, like ambient music. And anyway, the point that I'm making is it's really about like what you can get out of music as opposed to what the music is. If you can listen to something that, you know, not a lot of people like, but to you it's the best thing in the world, like, then you win. You win by enjoying music. So if you open up your mind to more of it, then there's more to be enjoyed. So when you hear something and you're thinking, this isn't really my cup of tea, like what I do is I don't try and listen to what I want to hear anymore, which is why I started talking about this, because I sort of just said that. And it's more about what is this artist trying to convey. If you can hear the artist's message and their vision and you can get into it, then you open yourself up to like more music. And so yeah, just think about that. Next time you hear something you maybe dislike to some extent, just think, well, okay, so I dislike this, but what do I like about it? Because chances are you can't dislike absolutely everything about like a song. It would just be bizarre, right? You know, like people in general like music, like beats and stuff, so all music has some form of sound and some of it's got to be likable. I'm gonna put this stuff back up here. Yeah, that can all go back in there for now. Next time I'm working on that, we'll pull them all out again. That might even be later on in the stream, because I don't have much of a plan at the moment apart from working on that bit down there. What I do want to do right now is just go repair our picks, because both of them are getting low. We don't need to take it out to take it with us. Let's go over to the end farm. Actually, we might... Mark here says X. Clearly everyone else has terrible taste in music except me. Now that's like, you're making a funny point, but that's a point we can work with. You see, in that statement you sort of pointed out the attitude that I have observed is that people always think other people are nuts for liking some bands that they don't like, and like you've got to turn it on yourself. It's always like people do like other forms of music that you don't get, so you've got to hear what they hear in it. Like listen to what listen to what the artist is trying to convey, and you can find that you might enjoy a lot more music than you initially think. We're going to try and make some expos right now, so I'm going to read some chat while we look through here. Logo Politician says, hey Asuma, ever thought of making a bank of hermits? Chess minecarts could go from each shop to a central bank. Logo, it's a cool idea, but it's inconvenient on a server. I've had loads of people suggest it to me, and the problem is that when you try and do it in a practical sense on a server, it just becomes very inconvenient quickly, because then rather than just walking to a shop and buying stuff, you've got to deal with a bank, and if that person isn't online, you know, it's like, why would you add that in? That, like, unless the idea was to get everyone using the bank and stop using diamonds, like you remove the diamond standard and then you just start like inflating numbers and creating like a digital system of wealth. That would be really weird to do on a server. It'd be funny to see what happens with it. Yeah, anyway, let's continue putting these things away just so we have a nice inventory to work with. Okay, you go over there. Coal goes in one of these. Got a lone plank of wood here. Needs to be put away. glowstone goes in this chest in a minute. See, look how long it takes to sort everything out. The torch, the crafting bench, all that stuff can go over here. Okay, and finally we're a little bit more organised. Excellent, okay. Anyway, who liked my little thing about music? Like, honestly, learning to think like that, you'll learn to enjoy so much more music. I used to like listen to just nothing but hip-hop and metal and classical, and then it took me a while to like open up to other music. And now there's just so much stuff to be enjoyed once you get your head around like this whole initial reaction to disliking stuff because it's different. Right, we've got to look for infinity on some of these. Mending will be a good one. I don't think we're going to be able to make too many here, actually, because I've kind of gone through these a lot lately. Speedy Flash says, X, do you like jazz music? I adore jazz. Jazz is incredible. It's I think it's a harder one to get into, because it's kind of like, it's strangely like difficult to describe jazz when you listen to it. It just feels like if you were to lump different categories of music together, there's lots of like overlapping and, oh, this sounds a bit like that and that sounds like this is influenced like that. And then jazz is sort of like way further over on this side, a little bit further away from everything. That's how it sounds to me. And it seems like a lot of you liked the point. B. Cracker says, do you actually mean classical? Well, classical's like a bit of a broad term, but yes, I like the classical era, I like the Baroque era, and I like the Renaissance. The Renaissance is probably my favourite though. Like of the artists that I listen to, I think the Renaissance produced probably more than the classical era did. And I don't listen to a lot of Baroque, but I do very much like it. Let's have a look. Hey X, do you like Nickelback? Now I'm trying to talk about accepting music, and you've given me the curveball there, given me the absolute curveball. I'm not a fan of Nickelback. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just dismissed myself. Basically, I'll show myself the door now. I'm talking about accepting music. Let's have a look. X, you need to refill your cup of tea. I don't do that in a stream. I don't go off and make a tea. I stay with you guys for the whole thing. I'm not seeing a lot of books that are going to help us make a bow. Let's see if we can at least get another expo. We need infinity. We didn't see any infinity. I saw one up here on feather falling. Let's try and grab another infinity. Arangelo says, I never understand how you like classical or metal. They are complete opposites. I love basically only classical, and when I hear heavy metal I run away. Arangelo, you got it completely wrong. Classical and heavy metal are very similar. If you look up, or basically there was this study done once as well that sort of showed the link, that personality types, classical and heavy metal have huge overlap for personality type. The sort of people that listen to heavy metal and classical music, like separately or like both, are very similar types of people. That's probably the one we want to use. And musically, to me, they sound very similar. They like project thematically. And when you say heavy metal, it's particular types of heavy metal bands. Maybe more so power metal and stuff like that. But to me, they're quite similar in a way. And like you've got to remember, like metal is an aesthetic, okay, and so is classical. It's an aesthetic. There's like, you can play notes, you can write a melody, but what instrument you choose to play it on gives it a different edge. So if you play it on like a rip-roaring guitar with like tons of distortion, it's going to sound very different to playing it on a harp or some sort of string symphony. But yet the melody can be, you know, a similar place. Anyway, I'm sort of trying to look at chat and trying to look at this, and I think I'm butchering it. Let's keep going, though. I haven't seen. There's a punch 2, knockback and efficiency 4 is always nice to have on a book. Not sure if I want to use that. The smite as well can be good for a wither sword. So unless I see it with some junk enchantments, I'll probably leave it alone. Doesn't look like we're gonna get what we want here. Punch 1. I might have had another punch 1. Something or other in the other chest. Okay. Calamariac says, I love metal, my brother loves classical music, but we're not similar. Yeah, the rule isn't the same for everyone, it's just a broad census. Like, you know, you can be completely different type of person and like metal. It's just, in general, people that like metal are similar personality types to people that like classical. It was a study done, I think it was done by the BBC. You can probably just Google it, like classical heavy metal personality type, and learn about the study. What was I looking for? I was looking for bows. Oh, getting so distracted here. That's right, we're trying to find a punch 1 bow that has nothing like power on it, basically. These are going to be fly bows. We've got a noise from here. Donation from, I think I missed one a couple of minutes ago as well. From Socrates. Socrates! Me old pal Socrates. Is ignorance bliss? Also, which is better, freedom or happiness? Great questions. Can we come back to that in a moment? Because I just want to try and find... I think I just saw it. No, it's power free. Try and find a punch 1 bow that's suitable. That's... No, it's got power free. That's got power free. Yeah, great question. Thank you for your donation. We will come back to that in a second. I really like what you asked. That gave me some things to talk about. Still not finding the right combinations. They've all got power on. It's very likely that they come with power, basically. I think we'll knock that one on the head. So we're looking at... That's a fly bow. That's a fly bow, right? Yep, they're fly bows. Oh, they don't have infinity. Ah, we missed something. Okay. And then that'll add flames. So that... Okay. Oh, it looks like we might not have what we need to make this. That sucks. That totally sucks. We can't... Oh. All of that, and I don't have what we need. And all of these are full up all the way down. Do we have, like, an infinite book here that's suitable? No. Guys, I'm really sorry, but we're not going to do this now. What I am going to do is put them in their own chest somewhere, just so we can come back to it. So we need infinity books at the moment. Huh. I'll tell you what, we'll go have a look at the other farm for some infinity books, or bows, and if we got them we can come back. Okay, and then we got another donation here from Coffee Saucer saying, "Hey X, really love your content, keep up the great work." Thank you for the kind message, buddy, glad you enjoy it all. I got my elytra wings on, excellent, and thank you for the donation. So, over here, Socrates says, "Is ignorance bliss? Also, which is better, freedom or happiness?" I think ignorance is bliss. I think if you are ignorant to things that would make you upset in any way, I mean, maybe that's not quite what the... Oh, I flew to the wrong bit. The question is trying to ask. I don't know. But to me, it's sort of saying, like, if your eyes are shut to all the bad things in the world that can be like a burden to know and think about, then is that better? And I think it kind of is. Like, if you're going to be ignorant to stuff and like live in a bubble and think everything's all right, then that's just going to be your reality. You know, reality is in your heads, and if your head ain't full of the things that are actually going on, then it's probably going to be whatever you make of it. So I'd say, yeah, ignorance is bliss. As for freedom or happiness, I don't really think freedom is kind of an actual thing. That mending bow's good. We'll hold on to that. Oh, we've got to check the books as well. Like, there's a lot of talk of freedom, especially in America and in Western civilization. This whole idea that you're free in society. To me, it's kind of a bit like, yeah, you're free, but don't break the law. We'll put you in a jail. That's not freedom to me. You know, I don't not therefore by knocking freedom or anything. I'm just saying I don't think there is actual freedom. That's just my opinion. Some of you may disagree. It's completely fine. Lots of people are saying happy birthday, Sumer, in chat. It's not my birthday. It looks like someone said, like, happy birthday, and then someone else repeated it, and now everyone's saying it. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday today. I don't know how that got started. Someone said second book is infinity. If I've missed it now, that's unfortunate. I'm also looking for punch 1. I'm looking for punch 1 in infinity, and I'm not like paying a lot of attention. Oh, there's a punch 1, but it's not good enough. Let's go back to that other chest. Someone said like third book was infinity. Maybe I took it out already. I'm not seeing any punch 1 either. There's a punch 1, but it's got power. Don't want power with punch 1, basically. Scott Florence says, happy unbirthday, Asuma. Thank you. Everyone's still saying happy birthday. It's ridiculous. You're all having a little bit of a troll, I know. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think there's freedom in society? I don't think there is. And that doesn't therefore mean, oh, I'm shamed, I can't do what I want. It's like, I don't want that freedom. I think a structured society where people are kept safe is a good one. At the same time, a lot of crime comes from poverty, which is not a good thing. Poverty and inequality are usually massive contributors to crime. Okay, that is a crazy looking boat. It's got punch 2 on it. Unbreaking free book, that's always good. Man, these... like, I should start throwing some of these away at some point, but it feels silly to throw them away. Lots of knockback. And I think that's it. I think that's it. One more chest, one more chest. Efficiency 4. I've done all of this recently and it's just like, yeah. Flame mending. Infinity and power 3. That's probably, considering how we're low on infinity, that's probably a decent one to hang on to. Power 4 and infinity, and I want that power 3 and mending. If I combine those two together, that's not so bad. Alright, I think we're done. I think we're done. Let's go back to our base. Oh, actually, let's fly. Let's fly. Kalamaki says, this song is my favourite in your streams, X. Awesome. I like this one too. It's a good one. Shades of Frail says, disclaimer, huge fan of X, but I hope he will rethink and revisit his ignorance is bliss discourse. I will revisit it. I'll happily revisit it. Shades, if you want to propose a counter-argument, feel free to. Like, I believe that reality is constructed in the mind, right? I don't think, like, everything you experience is interpretation or perception, okay? You know, hey, we're both looking at a stream, but if your eyes aren't as good as mine, you'll see it slightly differently. You know, what's actually there? Who knows? Everything that we know about is based on perception to some extent. So for me, when you're asking a philosophical question about something that isn't tangible, like ignorance isn't a tangible thing, it's an idea. It's like something that happens in... It's like right and wrong. They're not tangible things in existence. They're morally driven things. So for me, if reality is all constructed in your head, then if you're ignorant to things and, you know, you're not burdened by knowing about them, to me, ignorance is bliss makes complete sense. Lockie says, what do you think about free will? I don't think it exists, but I believe we should live like it does. I agree completely. I have the same thoughts. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I don't believe in free will at all, but I believe that it's like an illusion, but yeah, you should definitely live like it does. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, we're on the same wavelength. Right, so what was the other one we're going to make? Infinity. We needed like one more infinity, which we don't have, and then I want to combine those two together, and we're going to chuck that one in there. Oh, actually, this infinity might help us make another bow. So we want flame infinity. So those will give us mending. Oh, we'd need like a power 4. Okay, so that will give us mending, flame, and infinity, and then we just need a power 4. And I think that's everything. So if we grab a power 4 bow, then I think we've got ourselves an X bow. Just power 4, nothing else. It can have more, but we'd prefer it just to have power 4. There you go. Let's double check. Power 5 we will get. Unbreaking free, infinity mending flame. Yep, okay, so we're making an X bow and a fly bow. Off we go. That rhymed. Jellyfish says ignorance is irresponsible. I don't know about that. Irresponsible? Maybe? Do you have a responsibility to know about everything? I'm not sure that you do. Again, responsibility. These things are all like products of awareness and existence and morality. Like, they don't appear to actually exist. You know, unless you're aware of existence. How can I explain that? I don't know. Maybe you get that. Maybe you won't. Has this place been changed again? No, I don't think it has. Tango hasn't been on in a few days. I imagine he's probably busy with things again. X. Whoa, 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 hey. X, you don't have enough to combine the bows. Do I not? Power 4. Power 4 from those two. Infinity mending. Unbreaking and flame. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Mending, punch to unbreaking infinity. Yes, I do. We have exactly what we need to make the bows. Off we go. Anabuscus says, this streams are so smart. We cover such good topics. I love it. I love it too. I'm glad that you guys give me the freedom, so to speak, to talk about it. Is there going to be a Hermitcraft Olympics? Those would be really awesome. You can colour Mumbo Space the Olympic symbol. I love the idea of doing that, actually. I want to make a little Olympic course at some point. Some of you say, oh, levels, XP. Yeah, well, look where we're heading. We're going to go get XP. That's the whole point of making the expos. Is to head here and repair our items and do that. X, is your head a long or a crickle? I don't know if my head's long or a crickle. I don't know what a crickle is. That word's making me funny. Super Goku says, hello X from Iceland. Hello from the UK. Hope things are not too icy up there, eh? See, I bet Iceland doesn't even have a lot of ice. I don't know, I'm ignorant. But Sierros come from Iceland. And they are an amazing band. You've probably heard about them if you live there, I imagine. They are absolutely amazing. Oh, this thing I was watching the other day. Like, Sierros are one of those bands that, like, if you're a fan, like, you watch movies and you watch, like, TV shows or whatever, and it's like, oh, there's Sierros. Like, they're in so many adverts and so many movies. Like, their music is so powerful on this, like, subliminal or forefront level, and their music gets, like, everyone here has heard Sierros, basically. Like, they're just in everything. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they're a really awesome band from Iceland. Let's get all these things in our inventory that we need to repair, because we're picking up the XP. Okay, so in the offhand we want to have something that needs a lot of repairs. Let's get these other ones down here. Let's not try and jank up the inventory too much. Put pick in offhand. Yes, we're doing it. The pick is in the offhand. What I need to do is now repair these things in the main hand as well. Greenland is more icy than Iceland, says Anna Miles. That sounds about right. Greenland is above Canada, isn't it? And then Iceland would be between Greenland and the UK, probably, or Scotland. It depends on the subject. If you're willfully ignorant about politics, science, etc., then you have no right to complain about issues that concern them. I'm not saying that you have to be fluent in string theory, but flat ethers. Just know. Just go live in a cave if you don't want to be like that. Interesting point. Like, yeah, if you want to be ignorant to something and then complain about it, it doesn't quite make sense, doesn't add up. But I think the point is, if you're ignorant to it and you don't... I guess maybe... I don't know, you could go somewhere with that train of thought, I think, but I'm not sure if I'm on the same wavelength for you. It'd be nicer to be able to, like... You see, chat's very, like, limited. You've got, like... a way to say a set bunch of things. Sometimes it's nicer to converse to a person back and forth, because then you can get to the point quicker. Like, I sort of see your point, but maybe not. Depends what that ignorance is and what they're complaining about, you know. I guess if you're going to complain about, like, your job doesn't pay enough, yet you got no interest in politics, then maybe that's the point that you were making. Which I think would be a fair one. A fair complaint to make about ignorance. I don't know, maybe not. Everyone's got an opinion. NJ2244 says derp reminder. Not today. We made no derps today. Not that I remember. I don't think we made a single derp. That is... something's wrong. There's a blue moon outside my house. Even though it's the middle of the day. Weasel Play says, assume I hate having a square screen. Well, even if it's square, you can still see a rectangular video, you know, 16 to 10 or 16 to 9 even. You can still see it within the square. If the square's small, that kind of sucks, but you can still see the image. I have 16 to 10 monitors, so if I watch something that's 16 to 9, it just means there's a bit of space at the top and bottom. Lucid Knight says, it's all an illusion. Life is subjective and meaningless. Just be a good person and enjoy it while you can. Interesting. Meaning is another interesting one, isn't it? Does life have a meaning? Let's chuck these things back in here. Okay. Now we've got to repair, yeah, the expos and stuff. Let's keep the XP rolling in, though. Let's get those 30 levels. Not that we're going to use them. I haven't really done a lot of enchanting this season. Believe it or not. We get a lot of stuff like this, don't we? Is that the cheapest way to do it? No, there we go. I forget what these are called. I think they're called fly bows now. So fly bow. We made it. We've got to put it in our hand and repair it. Let's put it in the offhand, actually. X, you should do a tutorial for this farm. There's already tutorials out there. I had nothing to do with designing it. It's probably not something I'm going to make a tutorial on. Okay. That is repairing slowly. We can also start using the XP for the other one. Okay, so we need to get our power 3s done first. Good, good. Then power 3 to power 4. Like that. So that one cost 8. I'm sure that's going to be the cheaper one. Yep. 20, no thanks. And then those two get combined together. Let's keep repairing. When's the next UHCX? Durfs, I'm not going to be involved in the next Extreme UHC. I'm also not going to be involved in... Like, I'm not doing a X UHC this month. I'm going to have to wait a month, really, before I can start doing them again. But in the future, I want to do them regularly. I want to get like a decent schedule down and like properly organise and promote them to an extent. And I've got plans for doing that. It's just I'm not going to do anything until a bit more settled. Okay, that's plenty of XP. Let's go back there again. So, what way is going to be cheaper? Probably that way, 15 or 22. We'll take the 15. And we need to... Oh, what? Huh? Isn't it 15? There it is. Cool, we just need to repair that now. So, select that, get that off of your offhand, otherwise it won't repair as quick. Sometimes you hit them and it only hits one. It's really annoying. Let's go over here. There we go. X, upgrade the Expo shop soon, says a half Monty Yard. I mean, I could actually upgrade it because it's still, you know, popular, isn't it? People are loving it, using it all the time. So this is an Expo, and we'll go drop these in the shop. Next, can I fill up some ender pearls? Good. Yep. Let's craft. Actually, I'm not going to craft a chest. Bam. Let's just kill a few more and then leave. Poor Enderman just being farmed and destroyed. These things are so great, these farms. I love this side of Minecraft. It's cool. It's fun. Dig a secret passage from the passage to the elytra launcher, and more secretive than a water drop, says Mr. Creator Happy. Dig a secret passage from the elytra launcher. I don't think it needs one. That you go down into that part. Oh, actually, the tunnel that leads down to the elytra launcher, I was going to branch off on the left and take it somewhere else. So maybe, yeah, maybe to the water drop. That would be an interesting idea. Noguts Ort says Mojang should add ender eye blocks. I love that idea. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. They should just give more blocks or items that don't have crafting recipes a new texture and add something in. Grim says then, if you withheld information because you harm some other form of suffering, then your life will no longer be blissful now, is it? The fact that the information was being withheld is irrelevant to the situation. I think I've missed your conversation there to know where you are in that train of thought. Lucid Knight says, the bands I tweeted you are from Sweden, Texas and England. They all have a unique sound. I think you'll like them. Alright, I'll check them out. Ponybutt says, you guys are distracting me. We do? Am I distracting you, Pony? Do you want me to stop streaming? I'm joking. Do you believe in magic, says Archangel. I'll tell you what I believe in. Right, some people believe in magic. Some people believe in fairies or horoscopes, ghosts, etc, etc. I don't believe in them, like, usually in the way they're packaged, you know. People die and they become ghosts. But I would believe in, you know, things happening in the universe that we don't understand that may seem to be, you know, pretty unexplainable or bizarre. I believe something like that could happen, and then behind there I reckon there would be an explanation. Maybe it's beyond us. But I don't really subscribe to, you know, ghosts and horoscopes and stuff like that at all. However, I love watching like stories about ghosts and documentaries about haunted places. It's fascinating. UFOs is another one. I don't. The way UFOs have been presented. What is this for? Player heads. It doesn't to me seem like feasible, really. We need to make like proper ender pearl chests around the place soon. Where are we going to? Brown District. But anyway, like UFOs, like that stuff, fascinating if you find like a good documentary about it or something. But it doesn't mean I have to believe in it. Just doesn't add up for me. The way like UFOs supposedly, Roswell, all that sort of stuff. It's fascinating, it's interesting, the idea of it, but it just doesn't seem logical that that's how aliens would behave. To me, I don't know. Anyway, I get, like, someone here says, William Box says, magic is an unexplored field of science. Maybe. It depends what you mean by magic, doesn't it? Let's put an flybow over here. Put a note under it. And I'm gonna leave my profits here until I go pick them up on video even. So what am I trying to say? Let's try and get the words out properly now. Yeah, like magic as a thing that science doesn't understand yet. It depends what you mean by magic. Like, if you mean boiling like frog's eyes and stuff and putting a curse on someone, that to me is like nonsense. But oh my god, that guy wrecked me, and I got armor. What the heck? Wait, did he just really do that much damage to me? Oh, he's gonna die. Don't die, guy. I want to see how much damage you do. Quick, eat, heal, let him hit me. Okay. Whoa! That guy's got a sword that hits. Is he going to drop it? No. That's crazy. That's crazy damage. It also reminded me that my volume's off. Hey, anyway, I was trying to say something. I don't think I'm gonna I'm gonna make sense of myself today. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Hi. Let's see if there's a fence post in one of these chests. Too many junk chests lying around at the moment. Fence post, bam. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say. Maybe we'll save that for a topic on another day. I'll have a little bit of a think about it. Okay, we'll put the ender pearls in there. My idea is to just leave ender pearls like lying around in chests everywhere. Whenever you come back from the ends, just put them somewhere because they'll be useful for someone. They're walking along, they're like, I need some ender pearls. Let's check the chest. Oh look, there's some there. Colin Turnip says everything seems like magic until you understand it. That's a really great point because, you know, if you go back in time and show someone a smartphone, I'll tell you what, like 200 years ago, you know, you show it to the, let's say, I imagine like some intellects of the past would probably look at something like that and understand it's from the future, maybe it's possible or whatever. I reckon. Anyway, that's just, I reckon there'll be people that would be a bit more open-minded and intelligent. If you sort of showed it to an average person like 200 years ago, they'd probably think you're committing witchcraft of some sort. You're like, no, it's an app. it's an app on my phone. And they're like, what? Your phone? What? Huh? Your smartphone? Why is it smart? Okay. Just looking at chat there. I think we've reached our conclusion on today. Hey. On today's stream, peeps. I really enjoyed it. There's probably not going to be a raid because there's probably not going to be anyone to raid. I'm going to go check now. Either way, peeps, thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember to hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. Get notified when I go live. We stream every other day here on the channel. And yeah, on weekends we do that in the morning. So Monday evening will be our next one. And thank you to everyone who donated, subscribed, who followed, who hang out in chat, who didn't even say anything in chat and just stuck around and watched. Thank you to all of you for coming by and checking it out. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Probably not going to be. It's loading. No one's live. Cub fan just joined. Cub, are you streaming? If he by any chance is, then Cub fan will be raided. I'm waiting for a response from him. Thank you for all the messages in chat, by the way. Not at the moment. Cub fan's not streaming. We're not raiding anyone. That's it. Thank you for watching, peeps. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.